Good morning, YouTube. Good morning. Caleb's here today. He was off yesterday. But he was here, but he wasn't here, but he was here, but he wasn't here. He came in clean clothes and then he left. So anyway, it's Friday. The weather's miserable here. Probably not quite as miserable as is in Florida.
It's humid. Well, there's a hurricane in Florida, isn't there?
I'm going to tell you, something was in the air yesterday that aggravated me and made me feel very angry towards the end of the day. And it might have been triggered by me doing TPMS sensors.
I did see that video.
Yeah, like I wanted to legitimately just quit doing my job here. So this morning I was doing Rachel's job. There's my beautiful Rachel. Isn't she beautiful? Even though I'm mad at her, I still love her and tell her she's beautiful. I'm greeted by a customer that she was supposed to meet here at 8 o'clock, but I had to do her job. That he was at another shop and supposedly they did manifolds and some other work, and he said he needed some donut gaskets. And then Rachel's like, show me the donut gaskets. And Ford hasn't used donut gaskets on their exhaust systems at the manifolds, I don't think ever. If I go back into the 80s or the 70s, it's a compression style flange. So if you got a leak there, there's a problem. So he shows Rachel the gasket. I catch a wind of that and I look at it and I'm like, well, that truck was never designed for donut gaskets. They're not called donut gaskets. It's just a relationship that the customer makes. Started at somebody in the shop saying that to them. They look like a little mini donut, but they're not, and they're not all the same. So he shows me the gasket again after I insisted that I didn't need to see it because I already know that's not what goes on your truck. And if they did install that on their truck, they absolutely had not one effing clue on what they were doing. So I look at the job, and sure as shit, they have gaskets squished between the exhaust manifold ball and the compression flange on both sides. And the problem is they tried fitting aftermarket crap that didn't fit the car. It's their fault was they didn't have the tooling and experience to fix the problem or pick up the phone and order maybe the proper stuff. But this is what we deal with every day. Now, if I would have had this from Green, I may have been able to fix this for this guy. But at this point, I'm past that.
Yeah, he needs a new system.
I need to get something under there and fit it right to his manifold so it doesn't have a problem like he has today. So when people think that they're exhaust experts, and we see it all the time, like how many shop owners that we do exhaust work for or diagnostic work for that been around at least as long as I have and don't know anything about exhaust systems.
We do exhaust work for at least 3 other local shops.
Or more.
Minimum.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying on a consistent basis.
Yeah, on a daily basis, 3 on average, and probably 5 to 10. If we can get them all at the same time. But not one of them is an exhaust expert. 0. And we look at a system and there's multiple issues. They look at a system and say there's one issue. And same thing with diagnosing for other shops. We do diagnostic work over the phone constantly for some other places, and it's okay because I have to lean on YouTube sometimes for feedback. Like, Rachel figured out the transmission problem, but the GM techs that are on my YouTube kind of said to me already what to do, that they were masking a problem, but Rachel talked to the right person at the GM dealership, and he gave us the inside scoop and said, hey, no, just use this fluid, blah, blah, blah. But anyway, if you think the guy that says he's an exhaust expert is, and then you have a crappy job like this that I got to deal with, they're not exhaust experts. Thanks for watching.